Hi, this is Linda Price, and I haven't been on YouTube for quite a while, but I've just finally finished a new journal, and I made it for a specific person. She wanted a special journal, a special order, and she wanted specific things in the journal, which it's taken me a while to do, and I'm just glad it's finished. I haven't been making journals for quite a while. I've been doing a lot of tatting for people, and my Etsy has been very busy. So since I've been doing that, I just haven't had time to work on journals, but I'd like to get back into them. And this is probably my biggest journal I've ever made. It's 9.5 this way and 6 this way. And it's just very lacy. She wanted a lot of tatting in it. She wanted a lot of lace. And just to give you an example, this looks like I didn't even measure this. Let's see. Just see what it is. It's almost 3 inches wide. And here's the back. And I have added some of my tatting in the middle here, right here. And then some other doilies in the back, handmade doilies. And then my tatting right here, 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 and here. And let me put this back. So I'm going to take this off. This is the closure. And I've made most of my journals with this type of closure. I just kind of think it looks like when you see that, you know it's something that I made. And this is stretchy, so it's going to stretch very, very much the more she puts in it. So it's just a general type of journal. It's not any specific theme or anything. And I use several lines of paper. And let's see, I'm going to put in the description box a list of all the papers that I used from several kits. But as you can see, this is Antique Paperie. I love her. It just goes with my style. And my Porch Prints I use, and some Artymaze, and some Shabby Dabby Doodah, and some Tracy Fox, and Tsunami Rose, which when I started making journals, I started with Tsunami Rose, and I did a lot of my journals with Tsunami Rose papers. And her papers just blend with everybody's, and so I keep using hers too. But this is the first page, and she wanted me to put a specific Bible verse down here, and I put "This book belongs to," and I'm going to let her fill that out. And here's some tags that I've covered in the back, and open up the book, and then Antique Paperie there. And this is I like to make my pages with the corrugated cardboard, where they can just write on she can write on the lines. And then I put a little grouping up there. And this is another page from Antique Paperie. I love it. It says Timeless Treasures up there. And I think I used some labels and everything from chapter 1 also, because I really like hers. And another next page there. Also, I covered the back so she could write on them. There's another little let's see, I'll just take this off of here. I put this small envelope here, and I put some things inside here. Well, no, okay. No, yeah, this is also to write on. I forgot about how I made this. Sorry. And so just stick that back in there. And then on the other side, I had this little clip here. to hold these papers here. And these are, I just like a very vintage looking, flowery looking type journal. That's what I like to make. And this right here is a little book, which I put in with another piece of paper. There's my tatting right there. You can see the tatting. And this is a little blank book. She can also write anything in there that she desires. Excuse me. And another page that she can journal on. Some more papers too. And she wanted pretty ladies and people also on some of her. And I have this tablet that I have some very interesting phrases and sayings. This is by Oscar Wilde. Ordinary riches can be stolen, real riches cannot. In your soul are infinitely precious things that cannot be taken from you. So that's so true. Excuse me. Got a tickle in my throat all of a sudden. And I did some stenciling here. Next page has got, this is a little, looks either friends or sisters or something that I've got there. I'm going to start getting faster here. Here's a little flip down where you can journal here. She can journal here. And put my tatting right here. And also some papers back here. Excuse me. Some more journaling. Antique paperie. I also use some papers from some of the paper pads I have. And that I've had for a long time. And here's some. And these are these little snippets that I made. I actually had a long snippet and I cut it. And I cut it into several little, like here's one right here that I did not put in the journal. But I just cut them at the places where I thought would make a cute little snippet. Here's some more papers with a tuck here. And like I said, I've got all these, every single place has a place that you can put, every single page has a place you can put extra pages and tucks and notes and things like that. And here's, I'm going to put that over there. Some tatting down here, the smaller tatting. One of my snippets again with a couple of little cards. Another snippet. Used quite a few in here until it got so fat I couldn't put any more in. It just made it very, very thick. And grateful for. And some more papers. Another snippet. And some more tatting on my, I like to use this tatting as a page topper. I like to do that. This actually has 4 different little places you can put things. 1, 2, 3, and then the back part here is another one that you can put it in, like right here. So she can put a lot of little things in there too. And here's another, this is from Artymaze, and some notes and things in there. And some more cards here. Another one of my tatted toppers, page toppers. I have those on my Etsy. that I sell. And just something different. You know, you always like to change things out at the tops of the tags. Another page. I like to put my journaling on the left hand side. I seem to tend to do that. I'll sometimes fill in the page with things. That's one that has 3 little places to put things. Another place you can write notes. And another one of my snippets. And then a card here. And, you know, I wanted to tell you about this. I was into making scarves, silk scarves. You know how you can dye them, and some of you probably have done that. Well, I had all these white silk scarves that I'm not into that anymore, so I had all this extra. So I thought, well, why can't I sort of make that like a sari silk? Because it's silk. And you know, I tore them into, you know, things about, I don't know, this wide, or however wide this is, and I dyed them, and I love the way they turned out. You know, I've got lots of these I can use, so I thought that was an experiment that worked. Some experiments don't work, but that did. Here's another card, and back here, another snippet, and just some music, a page of music. And here's the first. I've got just 2 signatures in here. I'll tell how many pages in the information, so I can't remember exactly how many pages. But here's another little tatted, two different tatted pieces that I put here. And this is the start of the second signature. And this right here is also a little book that I put here. And she's got another little book she can fill out with some tatting right here, up here. And another like sideways belly band. And I'm sure you're familiar with this lady. She's just a beautiful lady. She has some beautiful portraits of herself that a lot of people use. This is also this is actually a little folder that you can put things in, and I just stuck it this way and then made a closure. She wanted a picture of a bride and groom, so there's my picture. And I'm sure, you know, that's way before her time, but I just think it was so beautiful. And I have also stenciled several times here. This is antique paperie, and some extra tags and everything in there. Another envelope with some things in them. Extra little. And I've got these little sayings: "Feed your soul," and you can tell I use a lot of these. It's well, to me it's quicker because I tat a lot than to take my punch and put not a brad, but you know what I'm talking about, into it, and then put some ribbon in it. I just like that look. So here's some more tags with another snippet. I was on a snippet roll one day. I did 2 snippets, so I ended up with a lot of little pieces. And here's a little envelope made, and something in there too. And then another stencil page, which I had this, and this is a fold out that I made. I don't know if this was my Porch Prints. I think it was. And I thought that was a nice place to journal. And this is Artymaze again, with like a lot of combinations of artists. I love these papers and I like to use a lot. Here's another. I don't know if they're. They just look like they're very intimate, and so that's how that's how it starts, right? And some more stenciling. Here's another. It's just an envelope that I printed and put it right here. And something can be put in the back of that too, which I didn't do. But here's some more tags with my tatting. And another snippet. I love this lace. I've used it twice in this book, and it's from Hobby Lobby. It looks very vintage, but it's really not. It's just a very beautiful lace. Another snippet with a bit on top of a belly band, and another little envelope. It says write your own story. And the last page, I also put several tags in that you can write on the back. All my tags are covered in the back to where you can. They're not just plain white. I just went through and just made them because it makes them more sturdy too, I think. And she's going to write something here too, so I left that blank that she can write. And then she wanted this last verse on the back. So this is the journal, and like you can tell, it just kind of, it doesn't close very well, and I feel really bad about that, but it's just for her, and I hope she enjoys it. And I thank you very much for listening to me and going through my journal with me. And I hope you have I hope we get through this inauguration and things settle down. And I pray all the time that this will just, things will even out and we'll sort of get back to how it used to be. I don't know if it ever will be that way, but it would be wonderful if it did. I've been teaching online. I'm a music teacher and I teach voice and piano, and I can sympathize with the teachers that teach public school and private school and college, and it's just very difficult to do this online, both for the teacher and for the students. And I have a grandson who's coping with that too, and then my students that take piano and voice, I don't teach everyone. Some of them didn't want to do online, and I started back, but then the numbers went up, so now I'm back online again, and hopefully this vaccine will take hold and our numbers will start to go down. It'd be wonderful to have them come in person again, because we just lose so much doing online, the music, and I can't hear real well as far as when my students sing, and I want to reach through the computer to play for my piano students, and I just have to describe what they have to do, which is difficult at times, especially a new piano student. They're just learning the basics, and it's very difficult to do that, but I'm hanging in there, and they are too, and we just need to all pray for each other, and we'll see a brighter day, I'm sure. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.